Well, hello Fayette County. It's good to see you and happy December. We're looking forward to a great holiday break. I know if you're anything like me, that you're looking forward to a restful holiday season with your family and friends. Well, maybe not able to see your friends as much this year as you have in the past, but it's been a big year for us. 2020 has been one to remember for everyone. I think we're all going to look back at this time and think about the grit and the grace that we've had to have this year to be successful. We've asked families to do somewhat of the impossible. In March, we sent all the children home to our moms and dads and families and asked them to help us educate their children. In August, we were so excited to be able to welcome students back in-person instruction, but also give a choice for those families that didn't feel comfortable and wanted to continue educating at home through this virtual instruction. We've learned a lot from March and we've gotten a lot better. We still got some areas to improve upon, but we want to thank everybody for all that they've done to make 2020 as good as it could be. And I'm really proud of the accomplishments our students and our teachers and our community have had. So lots to be proud of, but there's still an area for improvement. So we are looking forward to next semester and the good things that are going to happen next semester. We want to thank the teachers specifically for all that they've done. We've really asked the teachers to do so much this year. They've come in. There was a lot of fear, rightly so, about our classrooms and could we keep them safe in the classrooms. And I think I want to especially thank our teachers and support staff, our custodial staff, our principals, everyone that's in our schools that we've been able to keep the virus down in our schools, and we've seen very, very low transmission within our schools in Fayette County. So again, the data is very promising about what's happening in schools. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank our parents for their support of our schools. We couldn't do this without you. We know that you've been working hard supporting your students at home, encouraging them, ensuring that they have the technology needs at home to support them, but also encouraging them in their classrooms. Our grades have improved dramatically from the beginning of the year, and we know that that is a big part of you. And so thank you, parents, for your support of our schools, our teachers, and our communities. I also want to thank our Board of Education for having the plan that they had and their support of me as your new superintendent. Without a strong governance team, we can't have a great school system, and it's without these 5 people that without their support and guidance, we wouldn't be where we're at today. And finally, the biggest thank you needs to go to our students. Such resilience you've had. Everything has been sort of turned upside down on you. We're trying to keep this year as normal as possible, but that's almost impossible. You've been so good about being able to come into school, take some different approaches to teaching, whether it be virtually, whether it be in classroom with half of your peers, or whether now with all of your peers inside the classroom. So you've had to deal and learn new terms such as quarantining. You know the 6 feet apart rule. Going to school in this time is not exactly fair, but we just want to thank all of our students for all that they've done to make this year successful. We've learned a lot. We've learned about the pros and the cons of virtual learning, that's a good fit for some students, but it's not a great fit for other students. We've learned about the pros and the cons of a hybrid model where half of our students are in the building and the other half are at home. We've learned a lot about with face-to-face instruction, how to do that safely. So all of those lessons learned really take us to the point we're at today. When I think back at the plan that we had, our re-entry plan, and the successes that we've had with that, it was an excellent plan for us to get back into school and resume operations. Now we're transitioning to a new plan. How do we continue the operations in our school system? And to do that, we really have to look at the data a little differently. So every day we're looking at the data and seeing what trends are happening. With the re-entry plan, some of the weaknesses of the plan is that we might have to shut down the entire school system because we had 1 case in a school. Well, 1 case in a school sounded really terrible back in August, but now it's a little different. We know so much more. And so we are looking at the data. Once we see a school that maybe had an increase in the number of cases or a large number of quarantines, we call the principal and say, what's going on? Tell us what's happening. You can expect the same thing next semester. If we see cases rise in a school, we're going to act. We may go to a hybrid model. We may go to a fully synchronous model. But we're going to be looking at the data specifically for that school and talking to the principal and seeing what's happening. Well, sometimes what we see is transmission happening within groups of students outside of school or an extracurricular activity. Those we need to treat a little differently. If we can shut down a classroom to prevent the spread, to ensure that our students are safe to come to school, we'll do that rather than shut down an entire school. So I want to wish everyone a safe and happy holiday season. This is an important time for all of us to rest and relax, enjoy the blessings that we have as an individual, as a family, as a community, and as a school system. I'm so thankful and blessed that I'm a part of this system and this community, and I'm so grateful to everyone who's provided the warm welcome for me and my family as I'm new to this community. So thank you again for all of that you've done for me and for the holiday spirit that we have every year in Fayette County. This is a special place. So we're looking forward to seeing everybody back here in January. Please be safe, and thank you so much for all that you've done to make Fayette County Public Schools a great place to live, work, learn, and play.